An early season snowfall in the forecast for much of southern Colorado this week. Many of our plants are not prepared to handle this snow this early. News 5 Spencer Humphrey joins us live outside of our studio with some tips on protecting your plants and a potential danger that's only possible with an early snowfall like this one. Spencer?
Yeah, well, Andy, now is a good time for people to dig through their linen closets and look for any old sheets or towels they're not too attached to. And tomorrow night, you'll want to throw these on top of as many plants as you can. Now, obviously, when it comes to trees, these are probably a little too small to do the trick, which is fine during a normal snowfall. But this time of year, trees have something that could bring you some issues.
And this is where we keep some of the smaller garden art.
For 20 years, Robin Boutelier has walked the grounds here at Good Earth Garden Center.
Every day it is different.
She means
and
it.
that is not a joke.
On this particular Sunday, record-breaking heat calls for lots of watering. And yet, on this same scorching afternoon, something is missing.
Well, we are officially out of frost cloth.
Taking one look at Tuesday's forecast, she saw another sign. A different day is ahead.
Yes, there is. There is a snowflake there.
And then the phone calls started.
Do we have any frost cloth? What do I need to do with my stuff? What about my newly planted shrubs?
The answer to the first question you already know is no.
And are there some old sheets that you aren't using right now? Or is there a couple of old towels that you could tent things with?
But when it comes to trees,
there's not much to be done. And you may see the loss of branches.
They aren't used to having snow this early while they're still carrying the weight of their leaves.
They still think it is summer right this minute, and it is.
Yep.
They're not going to lose their leaves.
Which brings us to a disappointing possibility.
We would have needed a couple of evenings in the 35-degree range for some of the leaves to start coloring and turning colors, but we really haven't had that. It may make for a very dull fall here.
Now, when it comes to tips to minimize harm, like we mentioned, cover up any plants you can. Also a good idea, take any potted plants inside, maybe put them in your garage. And then the other thing, take a look at where my car is parked here, right under this tree. I'm certainly going to want to make sure this car is out of the way by Tuesday so none of those branches come crashing down on top. Always watching out for you, Southern Colorado. Spencer Humphrey, News 5.